I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. This man, he's not human.
Hey everyone, this is Mike,
Hey, and this is Josh.
and we are Real Dead.
We got the gimmick caps on. Oh, and I got the exclusive rare purple.
I bet that thing's starting to smell really good about
Hey.
now, isn't it, Josh?
You think I should
Summertime
wear this
heat.
to the- You think I should
You
wear
need to
this
get it in
one
the
to
ocean and
Horicon?
wash it or something. Mine's got salt up here from sweating outside mowing the yard with it. You know,
Yeah,
this is one of those working hats now.
they're nice hats. But let's get to the video here, Mike. We are reviewing a movie that won the poll this month, and what movie is that, Mike?
It is Halloween 2.
So what Halloween 2 is? Is it 2018? Is it Rob
This is
Zombie's
1981. I don't know why all these franchises want to scream. I know what you did last summer. Why are they doing this? Just because
Halloween
people are. Jeez.
Halloween 2018 should have been called, because it was a direct sequel to the original, should have been called Halloween 2 2018.
Yeah. But we have not scored this movie. We just did Jaws recently, and that came out. So we wanted to just want a poll on our channel. So we wanted to go back and look at Halloween 2, which has always been one of my favorite Halloween movies.
Yes.
And score it, go through it with a little more of a non-rose colored glasses. And
critical
look at
eye,
this
right, Mike?
little more detail, right?
Yeah, critical eye.
And I'm going to say up front, now the version I saw was a 4K, very bright. I wasn't happy with the physical media that I watched it on because I think this movie is better darker. And the version I watched was really bright, and the hospital was bright. And I don't know. I'm hoping I don't score this just because I was not in the greatest of moods. I don't know, but we'll see what it is, right, Josh?
Yeah, I watched it on just normal, so it was fairly dark, and I think you're right. I think the movie works better that way, just because I think they rely on that a lot, just like they did in the first movie. Where
nighttime, it's the same night. It's
right,
just
right, and Michael Myers uses the shadows in the night to his advantage. So even though he has a bright white mask,
there's a couple of really good scenes with that too, and we'll talk about those maybe when we get to the cinematography on this. But let's go ahead and add our 6 categories. We got first category is story and plot.
Yep.
So evaluates the narrative structure, originality, pacing, and emotional resonance.
How about you go first on this one, Mike?
Okay, going back and looking at this, especially after doing Jaws and seeing how this picked up off the first one, I don't know that it did the movie justice in my opinion. I do like there was some things added to it, and some people hate that it was added about the sister and all that. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't, I don't think it really did a whole lot. And to me, the pacing, it got a little slow. And when I watched this and through a critical eye, I was like, the first 5-10 minutes is okay, but then the next 20-30 is like, nah. The last 20 minutes is balls to walls. I love that part. But I'm going to give this a 3, Josh. I'm giving it a 3.
I've been vocal. I don't like the Michael Myers and Laurie Strode brother sister thing, and John Carpenter has went on record and said that it was a big mistake and he should have never done that. I mean, even he said that. He thinks it's scarier for Michael Myers not to have a motive. He's just a killing machine. That's his motive. It's not, I'm related to somebody and I got to kill him. So yeah, the story is okay. I do like how it does pick up right from the night of. I mean, there is some mistakes in there. We'll talk about that. But I really enjoy the beginning where he's walking through the neighborhoods and stuff. I really like that. And I do like the hospital setting. I think that was something different than what they did in the last one.
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah, me too. See, a lot of people don't like that.
But see, they could have done a lot more with that, I thought. I thought they could have done a lot more of the hospitals. I mean, because mainly Jamie Lee Curtis is in the bed most of the movie, you know?
Yeah, she didn't get a lot to do. But yeah, I'll kind of agree with you on that, Mike. I might go a tad higher. I'm going to go 3.5 on that one.
Okay. All right, direction assesses the director's vision, storytelling ability, and execution.
Well, I'm gonna put this out there. John Carpenter, I just watched In Search of Darkness, and he just, he thinks this movie is a piece of shit. He really.
We don't care what John Carpenter thinks. I mean, he was drunk the whole time. So
yeah, but he's the director, isn't he?
Yeah, him and Deborah Hill did most of it. I think Deborah Hill
wrote it. I don't know if he directed it. I can't remember. I guess I should have looked that up, but he definitely wrote it and stuff. But yeah, he doesn't like this movie that much. Also, the thing I was really surprised about is he said that it was a mistake not having Nick Castle reprise the Michael Myers role. I thought I did not understand why he said that, because I think Dick Warlock did.
There may be things behind this. I do like Dick Warlock as
me too.
I like them both, but I did like Dick Warlock in this.
Me too. But so I'd say the direction for me, I did like some of the shots where Michael uses the shadows and is like where the girl finds her boss dead in the office and she backs up and then all of a sudden you see his face in the dark. That was awesome. There's a couple other really cool shots in this, but overall, I don't think they took the time and the care and the passion was into this as much. I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Okay. I'm going to go a little bit higher than you on that one. I mean, I understand what he was trying to get across, or they were trying to get across. I don't know that it really adds to the whole from part one, other than the story about the Laurie Strode being his brother. Or being his sister. Since it's under direction, I think there was some poor camera work and stuff that goes into cinematography, but those are things that should have been caught.
Right.
And the director should have picked up on that, and those that were in charge of it. So I'm going to go with a 3 though, overall for me. Again, we've said this a million times, 2.5 is average for us. So, well, actually, let me go a little lower than that one. Since 2.5 is average, let me go 2.75. I'm breaking out the 0.25 on this.
Okay.
All right. So acting focuses on the performance, chemistry, and believability of the cast.
I say the acting's fine. Like I said, I like Dick Warlock's portrayal of Michael Myers. He's one of the best in my opinion. And in my opinion, I do like, Dr. Loomis, he's good in this. Some of his stuff's a little out there where he's like, I shot him 6 times. I shot him 6 times.
Oh, he definitely got that over in the first 5-6 minutes of it. I bet he said it 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, but it's still good though. It is still, like
it was fresh from the first movie. So I mean, he's not a man anymore,
Right. He's not human, and I guess if you shot someone 6 times and they still walked around, got up, you probably would be nuts over it. Yep. So I would say the acting's good. I mean, I think Jamie Lee Curtis put in a pretty good performance. Some of the surrounding cast is so. I'll give it a 3, just because I like Dick Warlock's performance so well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 as well, Josh. Some of the supporting characters, like I like the paramedic guy, and some of the other nurses and stuff in it, and are maybe not the greatest. Some of the police officers were a little over the top on some of their acting, but I think overall it is good. Jamie Lee Curtis did good. What little bit she's in there, last 20 minutes she's in there quite a bit.
Well, like that state cop at the end that checks on him, and and then like when I noticed this, I've noticed the last couple times I watch this, when Michael Myers goes to slit his throat, his tongue goes out of his mouth like it's like weird. Yeah, wow. It's like the old school like.
All right, so next is cinematography. You want me to go first, or you want to go?
Yeah,
first?
You can go, Mike.
So there's some things in this I really do like. They still, like in the first one, they use a lot of shadows in this. I like you got Michael Myers in the back saying like he's in with the babies while the nurses are talking, and you can see him through the window in the back. There's the hypotherapy tank, and then he's in the back killing the guy, and his shadow behind the curtains and stuff in the rooms and stuff. So I really like that. There's a scene that I absolutely love, and I rewound it and watched it again last night after it went through the first time, when the nurse goes in looking for the doctor and then finds out the needle's in the eye, and she backs up, and he's just standing there in the shadow, and she backs up, and then you can see his face come up. That is an awesome cinematography piece. That's a great,
it's iconic.
Shadows. Yeah. I'm going to go, but I am upset with some of the camera work though at the very end when, when the big fire and it blows up and you can see the side of the stage, like behind the scenes. I mean, whoever did that, I mean, as a director and whoever's filming it has to either, when they edit that, to take it and stretch it out or cut it out or do something, or just filming it, they should have done something different. But long story short, I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay.
And I agree with what you said.
Okay. So music and sound, reviews the soundtrack, score, sound design, and how audio enhances the story.
I'll go here. So for me, this doesn't hold up as well. I think they use like a synthesizer, like too much, and the music's just kind of like, you know what the music reminds me of? Like the music that's in Halloween Part 3. Like it reminds me of that. Like they brought it over from Part 2 and kind of used the same kind of type of music. Now I know it's the 80s, so like they did use synthesizers more and all that. But for me, it just doesn't land as well. And I found it kind of annoying in some spots. This is probably my lowest score. I'm only giving this a 2, Mike.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I remember early on you saying you didn't like the sound. And so I tried to watch it, and I do understand the synthesizer, but man, some of that classic sound, and then me and Anthony were talking about it. He said, man, just the music alone scares me. So I'm going to go 2.5 again, average. I'm going to go 3 on that. I'm not going to go quite as low as you on that one.
Okay.
All right. Kills, quality, originality, practical effects, CGI.
Okay, well, there's no CGI. We know that. The practical effects are very good. Now, it does have one of the most silliest things in the Halloween franchise in this movie. I mean, obviously, there's other movies in this franchise that have sillier things happening in it. But this has a really silly kill in it where it's Ben Tramer, the guy that Laurie was supposed to go on a date with or something. And somehow he's dressed up just like Michael Myers, but his mask has blonde hair. And he's walking down the road, and the cops, or Dr. Loomis, is after him saying, stop, stop. And he's crossing the road, and a police officer driving about 100 miles an hour for some reason down a residential road plows into him, crushes him against a random van that's somehow parked in the middle of the road, and it blows up.
Yep.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's funny to watch. It's funny. It's a good time, but it's absolutely ridiculous. And then this guy just burns to death, and Dr. Loomis is just staring at him. I would say the kills are good in this. I like them. I like it where he lifts that nurse up.
That's a classic. I mean, that's just a classic Halloween kill right there.
To me,
her white clogs fall off her feet, and
to me, one of the grossest ones where the effects look really good is when he burns that girl alive in that hot tub thing. I mean, her skin's just falling off, Mike.
Yeah, but his hand doesn't.
Right. Her skin is just falling off. So
yeah.
I think that's probably one of the grossest ones. Yeah, I think the kills are actually solid in this, and I like them. I'll give this one a 3.5, Mike.
Okay.
And the practical effects are really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's, Michael Myers getting shot. He wasn't killed, but at the end, and the blood coming down his mask, that is classic, a classic
awesome
view. I love how he swings, and Anthony was like worried about the sound. He's like, what is that sound? What is that? And I was like, hey, that's him swinging. But there is no big bullet holes in his head, that the blood's coming down. You don't see it. And if he got shot in both eyes, he, one of them miraculously made it, or maybe he got shot through the same hole twice, but yet blood comes down both sides.
Right.
At the very beginning too, when Michael Myers is shot and falls off at the house, he comes off a ramp. He doesn't even fall over the balcony on it, which that was not a kill. But I still like this overall myself. You said 3.5, right, Josh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a 3 on this for me.
Hey, his eyeballs are shot out, but then in part 4 he's got eyeballs, so I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe he's got that Terrifier Art the Clown power or something. Who knows?
Yep.
All right, Josh, you ready to see what the final score is here?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, what is it?
It is 2.9 for you, which equates to a 5.8 out of 10, 2.9 out of 5-point scale. And I gave it an overall 3, which would equate to a 6 on a 10-point scale. So a little lower than Josh. I think you actually rated this on Rotten Tomatoes, right? And what'd you give it?
I thought it gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, you did.
3.
So you scored it a little bit lower going back through this with a more critical eye.
Right.
So yeah, you got a 2.9 and I've got a 3. So
Mike, what's the rewatchability for this movie for you?
I still watch it. I mean, I'm just starting to wonder, is that the reason why I scored it so low? Is I've watched it so many times and then trying to watch it again, being critical of it, it may not have done as much for me. So I love this movie. I'll watch it every year, at least a couple times a year. So it does have rewatchable for me.
Oh, yep. Same here. I'll watch it probably again in October, to be honest. I'll probably watch it another time. Because I do like watching the original and then this one right after it. Or I like watching the original in 2018 right after it. I think they both work really well together as companion pieces to the original movie. That's just my personal opinion. Don't watch we can watch Kills, that's fine. I've grown to like it, but don't watch anything beyond Kills, right, Mike?
That's right.
No, but I think the rewatchability is high on this one. And like I said, Dick Warlock, you met him, and he's one of the best Michael Myers, in my opinion. Not a big guy, but Michael Myers don't have to be a big guy.
Nope.
I mean, like I said, Jason and Michael Myers got into this thing where they thought they had to be freaking huge dudes for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they did. And this proves he doesn't. Part 2 of Friday the 13th proves he doesn't have to be a big guy to be menacing. Same with this one. Yep.
All right. So that's our score on it. Score this along with us. Tell us what you think out of these 6 categories. And then you tell us in the comments how you scored this. Josh, anything you got to say?
That's it. Stay tuned.
All right.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All right. Have a good one, Josh. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.